Hi everybody, welcome back to Freakin' Jeep and Toys Garage. Today we're going to do a little something different. I got a different dash for the Trans Am, and let me put it this way: when I bought it, the previous owner was lacking in but I'll call it decorator taste. I mean, you can take a look. Who would paint your dash blue? Really? And what about those vents? Huh? Why would you paint your vents blue? Come on, people. I mean, really. Take a nice car and ruin the dash in it. But I got a dash from a co-worker out of a smashed car. So no, I'm not stripping down a nice car for parts. This car's smashed pretty hard. It's totaled. Missing a bunch of parts already, so I got dash. I also got a few other parts out of it too that we'll be adding in the future. I already got the seats out of it. That was a huge improvement. Huge improvement, because the old seats were all tore up and they look pretty bad. But you guys can follow along and watch. I'll see what I can share. I took the dash out of that parts car like before the pandemic, so like 6 months ago, and I don't remember how it all comes out, so it's going to be a relearn experience as we get moving. So we'll set you guys up here so you can see the boat in the background. I'll try to get some close-ups too, but let's have a little fun, or not fun, whatever you want to call it. But let's make it better. All right, you might have seen, but I got started. I'm taking I got the center console out already, and I pulled the trim off around the speedometer. I got to pull the radio out and the heater controls. Got to finish pulling the gauges out, or the instrument cluster. Got to pull the headlight switch out. Got to detach the fuse box. Got to get the glove box out over there. I already took the A-pillar covers off right here. And yeah, I got to whittle it away to get down to just the dash components. We'll have to take this cover out, which mine is already broken, which doesn't matter. There's blue paint on it. I don't want that in there. I got a different one. The dash I'm putting in is actually the dash that we're putting in came out of an 02. This is a 99. It came out of a WS6, so instead of a gray dash, I'm going to a black dash, which I think is going to look better in this car anyway. I got the whole dash for it, so it's not that big. I'm not mixing and matching too much. It's going to be all complete black dash. And got all the parts laying around. I'm going to gather those up too and start taking some more stuff apart, and I'll bring you guys back. One thing I want to show you, when these dashes get old, they get brittle. I'm trying to pick this thing up out of there, and there really isn't that many attachment points. But even the slightest little bit of pressure breaks it into little pieces. Fun, huh? Good thing I got a new one to put in. Well, a good used one anyway. They do use a lot of sound deadening material in the dash so that you don't have to listen to your V8 all the time. So I'm not going to complain about that. But you can see these. Make sure when you're taking this stuff out, you have to get all these little things out too, because otherwise those are going to get caught on the new dash, and when you go to put it in place, it'll break. See, you got, and they stick pretty good, and they're just some high-tech, low-tech, fancy, like Velcro, but it's plastic on both sides. Gonna hang on to some of these though. These are handy because these panels here are put in with some of these Velcro tabs, and they all break off too. And as you can see, this one don't fit very well. Part of it's because of the heat. It's like 95 degrees. Gonna have to take the radio out yet and pick some more of that junk up out of the dash there, or out of the window area. Alright, you can see I got the radio and the heater controls taken out. It wasn't too bad. Had a little bit of problem getting this off. I had to use my fork tool or snake tongue tool, whatever you want to call it, for popping door panels and stuff off. I had to get behind it and pry it off. Get in here and pry it off. Not that big a deal. Getting it off the back. So got that out. Down there, there's a couple of 10mm bolts I got to take out. I still got to take glove box, and I still got to get the instrument cluster out. Slowly whittling away here. This ain't a quick job, that's for sure. It's not something you can do in an hour. This is a good couple-hour job at a minimum. Unless you do them a lot, or done a lot of them, which I haven't. I've taken one out of one car. Alright, as you can see, I'm slowly getting the dash in. It's not been easy. I've had to take half the bolts out of the dash twice because I've had wires that got stuck behind different parts, stuck where they don't belong. Make sure when you're putting the dash in, account for all your wires so you can get them all back in the right place. Save yourself a little headache. Speaking of headaches, be careful not to hit your head on the corner of the A-pillars when you got the T-tops off. It hurts. But it's slowly coming together. Got the heater controls in, dashes in, gauges. Got all the wires laid out where they're supposed to be. I'll bring you back in a few after I get some more things in.